And a Weather Authority alert day goes into effect for tomorrow and Sunday. So both days this weekend. We'll get more on that in just a couple of minutes. But as for now, we are currently tracking mostly clear skies out there. Parts of Southside and Lynchburg were a little bit cloudier about 30 to 40 minutes ago, but we are starting to track clear skies out there. And so we're dealing with abundant sunshine that is starting to warm us up. We're already at 61 in Covington. Pulaski is also at 61, 64 as we just got an update out in Hillsville. So temperatures are a little bit lagging behind in parts of the Hill City, Southside, and the Roanoke Valley, but eventually they will start to warm up. Here's a look at your playground forecast for the day. Temperatures continue to get into the mid to upper 60s for most of us. We will start to notice a gradual increase in cloud cover as we head further into the evening, and then eventually overnight we will start to see those clouds continue to build in. Zone by zone for the day, 65 to about 70 degrees across the board. So temperatures still about 10 to 15 degrees above average, even though we are cooler than how we have been pretty much all week long. Weather Authority alert day headlines. A strong front is going to be pushing in. This is a very dynamic front as well. It's also very large for a synoptic scale system. It's going to be bringing us the chance for some severe weather, so that's why we have gone ahead and issued a Weather Authority alert day, because we'll likely be tracking some gusty winds, heavy rain, which could lead to some localized flooding as well as power outages. We'll also likely see the potential for some isolated tornadoes as well as the potential for some hail. Now, before we talk about this upcoming weekend, we kind of have to talk about today and the events that are going to be leading up into the severe weather tracking into our neck of the woods. So a level 4 out of 5 moderate risk is in place for parts of the upper Midwest. It has since expanded just a little bit since this morning. There are tens of millions of people under the potential for some severe weather for the day. Then tomorrow, that threat continues to push off towards the east. It also dives down to the south as Alabama and the Mississippi Valley are going to be the main areas where we are tracking the highest risk. And that level 2 risk continues to extend all the way up to the north into the Ohio Valley. That also includes portions of the New River Valley and the Roanoke Valley for tomorrow. Severe weather risk for Sunday includes a level 2 out of 3 risk for all of Southwest and Central Virginia. So here is what Futurecast looks like later this afternoon, right around 1 p.m. In fact, we're already starting to see a couple of showers pop up a little bit earlier than expected, but right around the middle of the afternoon into the evening hours, you see those storms start to erupt right along the leading edge of this warm front. Now, this warm front continues to push off towards the north as the flow continues ahead of this cold front, sparking some big-time thunder showers tomorrow, right around the early morning hours into the afternoon, and then continuing into the overnight. So we are continuing to track those threats and notice a couple of isolated showers, maybe a few storms leading the charge before that cold front gets to us. And then once we get to Sunday morning, right around 4 a.m., I do think more scattered showers and more scattered coverage starts to enter Southwest and Central Virginia. Then the cold front continues to push off, and then we'll be left with a few isolated and discrete cells that move through, some of which could bring some really heavy rain, perhaps even some hail and maybe a spin-up tornado or two. So the threats that we are tracking, highest threat is wind damage. Everything else is still on the table, but not ruled out entirely. Now, you may be wondering, downtown Roanoke has a lot of festivities going on tomorrow. I think we're all clear for the parade. I really do. I think the rain chances actually hold off until late in the afternoon and into the evening. I don't think we see many rain chances. I think maybe a shower or two. But over the course of this event, we'll likely see anywhere from 1 inch of rain all the way up to 1.5 inches over the course of about a 48-hour period. So not everyone is going to see all of this rain, but the majority of us see about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 inch of rain. Here's one last look at your 7-day forecast. Keisha.